I'm going to talk about alkaline pattern. Let's look at weather warnings. So there is no weather warnings. So let's look at put some pressure pattern. We're just going to set up the settings. Okay, now it's ready. So let's look at pressure pattern. So 1000 and oh, I didn't click the pen. 1028 millibars of pressure. Let's look at 1024 millibars of pressure. 1020 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. April the 21st, Tuesday. 1016, 1012 millibars, 1012, 1020 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. April 22nd, Earth Day. 1016, 1016, 1016 millibars of pressure, 1018 actually. So let's look at next hour, which is April the 23rd. So 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. Friday, April 24th. So 1012, 1008, 1016 millibars of pressure, 1014. So let's look at precipitation pattern. So let's look at precipitation pattern. It starts from 2 p.m. Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. 5 p.m. there's nothing else. 8 p.m. there's nothing else. 11 p.m. there's nothing else. Let's go to 8 a.m. there's nothing else. 11 a.m. there's nothing else. 2 p.m. there's nothing else. 5 p.m. there is something. Niagara Falls City Scarborough is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So precipitation is like hail, freezing rain, ice pellets, sleet, and snowfall. Those five precipitation types. There's also another one. So let's look at next hour, which is 8 p.m. So Scarborough, Mississauga, Brampton, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, parts of Niagara Falls City, you're not doing that. So those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. That's the lightest in Niagara Falls City. Heaviest in Niagara Falls City, 2.5 millimeters. Gonna Lake heaviest is gonna be 6.25. Lightest 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to 11 p.m., which is there is something. So Niagara-on-the-Lake is going to get some, maybe a 6.25. Light is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Niagara Falls is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So light is heavy is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Mississauga, Brampton, downtown Toronto is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 a.m. There is nothing. 11 a.m. there's nothing else. 2 p.m. there's nothing else. 5 p.m. there's nothing else. 8 p.m. there's nothing else. 11 p.m. there is nothing else. Let's go to 8 a.m. there's nothing else. 11 a.m. there's nothing else. 2 p.m. there is nothing else. 5 p.m. there's nothing else. 8 p.m. there's nothing else. 11 p.m. there's nothing else. 8 a.m. there is something. Scarborough is gonna get some heavy, is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Here, light is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Oshawa, Uxbridge, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters. Beverly Hills, Betty, Palm Beach, Sotheby. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. 2.5 millimeters is in Thunder Beach. Scarborough, heavy is 2.5, light is 0.25, Stouffville 0.2.5 millimeters. Niagara Falls City, heavy is 2.5 millimeters, light is going to be 0.25 millimeters. So Collingwood is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, like say 2.5. So Lionshead is gonna get some later on. I do everything holding hard is less. So Lionshead is gonna get some first, second. So it's going to be 25 millimeters of rainfall, Lionshead. So Hope's Way is also is going to be a little bit lower, which is 18.75 millimeters of rainfall. So that's Hope's Way. So it can be wrong a little bit off. So let's go to next topic, which is oh, that's too far off. So 8 a.m. you did 2:11 a.m. There is something. So Collingwood, Sotheby, Palm Beach, Betty, Beverly Hills, Oshawa, Ipswich, Mississauga is going to get down to Toronto. Part is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Scarborough, Suffolk. Scarborough is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. As heavy as light is about 25. So was 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Richmond Hill is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. That means 2.5 millimeters. So let's look at Lion's Head. Lion's Head is going to get some Fort Layer, which is heaviest. So Niagara Falls City heavy is going to be 2.5. Light is 0.25. So heaviest on Lion's Head is going to be first, second, third, fourth, which is 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Actually, is going to be close 80.75. So Hope's Way is going to get some 6.25 millimeters. No, 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Whitestown, 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to next hour, which is 2 p.m. There is something. There is nothing else. So let's go to the next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. Scarborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Bombay. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. Bombay, Sunny Beach, Oshawa, Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next hour, which is there is nothing else. So let's look at 117 hours. There is something. Oshawa is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to total precipitation. So let's go to 8 p.m. April the 21st. So Niagara on the lake is going to be 7 millimeters. Niagara Falls City is 3 millimeters. Brampton is 0.7 millimeters. Brampton is going to be 0.7 millimeters. This is Saga 0.7 millimeters. Downtown is 0.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Scarborough 1 millimeters. Heavier light is going to be 0.2 or just nothing. So let's look at next hour, which is next 24 hours, which is 8 p.m. April 22nd, Niagara Falls City 2 millimeters. That's everywhere. So Niagara Falls City is its heaviest 3 millimeters. Niagara on the Lakes 0.7 that's heaviest. Light is 0.2. Let's go to next hour. It's 8 p.m. There's nothing else. Let's go to a bit too far. There's 114 hours and nothing 11 p.m. So let's do it. Collingwood 7 millimeters. 7 minutes by it. Thunder Bay is 4 millimeters. Bomb Bay is going to be 2 millimeters. Solar Bay is going to be 1 millimeters. So Betty 1 millimeters, Beverly Hills 0.9 millimeters, Dover 5 millimeters, Scarborough 6 millimeters of rainfall, so 5 millimeters. Downtown Toronto 1 millimeters, the market 1 millimeters, Orangeville 1 millimeters, Sissaga 0.7 millimeters, Brampton's gonna get some 0.7 millimeters, Belleville's gonna get some 0.5 millimeters of rainfall, so Line says it's going to get some 30 millimeters of rainfall, Saxon 27 millimeters, so something's borderline. So Jose is going to get some 30 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to Port Elgin, which is 1 millimeters. Hanover is going to get some 3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to exit 4 millimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is 3 millimeters in Hanover. So let's go to next tower. Looks like it's going to get some 0.7 millimeters rainfall, so Niagara City more 4 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next tower. Let's go to Whitetown 7 millimeters. With there is nothing else for next tower, so I'm gonna ignore this map. Let's look at air temperature pattern, which is 3 p.m. So double refresh. So 3 p.m. Line said, oh, Bay is gonna be 1 degrees, Whitetown 2 degrees, Port Elgin 1 degrees, Hanover is 2 degrees, Collingwood 1 degree, 0 degrees, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Southern Beach -1, Thunder Beach -2 degrees, Ready 1 degree, Virginia 1 degree, Salala is gonna get some 1 degree, so Beverly Hills is 2 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls 3 degrees, Hamilton Oakland 3 degrees, Sisaka 3 degrees, Brampton 3 degrees, Stouffville 3 degrees, Scarborough 3 degrees, Toronto 3 degrees, Newmarket also 2 degrees, Express 2 degrees, Oshawa 4 degrees, Peterborough 3 degrees, Cobourg 3 degrees, Balboa 5 degrees. So let's go to the next hour, which is 7 a.m. There is something, so like said 2 degrees, Holmesby 2 degrees, Warriors in 2 degrees, Hanover is gonna get 1 degrees, Collingwood 1 degrees, Bombay, Sunbeam, Sunbeam 1 degrees, Midland 1 degree, Solala 1 degree, Georgia 1 degrees, Fabulous 0 degrees, Valley minus 1 degrees, everywhere in Agros 1 degrees. 1 degrees in Hamilton, Ogle, Sissaga 1 degrees, Brampton 0 degrees, Tofu minus 1 degrees, Scarborough 0 degrees, down Toronto 1 degrees, Newmarket Orange 1 minus 1 degrees, Uxbridge minus 1, Nashua 1 degrees, Peterborough 0 degrees, Coburg 1 degrees, Melbourne 1 degrees. So let's go to next tower, which is let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. Barton 12 degrees, Collingwood 9 degrees, Bombeys 9 degrees, Sotheby's 9 degrees, Thunderbees 7 degrees, Line said OB is gonna get some 10 degrees. Everywhere now for 10 degrees, Hamilton Ogles 8 degrees, Sissaga 7 degrees, Brampton 8 degrees, Downtown 7 degrees, Scarborough 7 degrees, Stouffville 7 degrees, Newmarket, Lawrenceville 8 degrees, Hooksville 6 degrees, Oshawa 6 degrees, Peterborough 5 degrees, Coburg 4 degrees, Belleville 6 degrees, Georgia 7 degrees, Ravelers is 8 degrees, Verdi is 9 degrees, 8.5. 9 degrees, Honolulu is gonna get some 9 degrees. So 9 degrees. No, it's gonna be 87 degrees actually. That's in Honolulu. So Boyol's 11 degrees, Hanoi is 12 degrees, so we don't need the lines for the road. Cities are all cool. Now Bournemouth 7 degrees, or coldest 8 degrees, actually switched around. What do I say? So Midland's gonna be 10 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is 7 a.m. There's something white and 2 degrees lines, Hopefully 2 degrees lines and 1 degrees. Boyles and 3 degrees, Hanover is gonna get some 2.5 degrees, so Collingwood 2 degrees, Palm Beach 2 degrees, Thunder Beach 2 degrees, Sotheby 2 degrees, Midland 1 degrees, Alala is gonna get some 3 degrees, Betty's gonna get some 3 degrees, Georgina 4 degrees, Bablas is 4 degrees. Everywhere in Niagara Falls 5.5 degrees, Hamilton Oakville 5 degrees, Brampton 4 degrees, Mississauga 5 degrees, Downtown 5 degrees, Scarborough 5 degrees, Tofu 4 degrees, Newmarket, Orangeville 3 degrees, Uxbridge 4 degrees, Oshawa 5 degrees, Peterborough 4 degrees, Coburg 5 degrees, Balboa 4 degrees. So let's go to the next hour, which is 3 p.m. Whiteham 14 degrees, Collingwood 10 degrees, Palm Beach 11 degrees, Thunder Beach 10 degrees, Thunder Beach, that's Southern Beach. Thunder Beach is gonna get some 4 degrees. So line said OB is gonna get some 10 degrees. Georgina 9 degrees. So Babylon is gonna get some 14 degrees, 15 degrees. It's actually 13 degrees. Maddie's gonna get some 14 degrees. Everyone Iron Falls 12 degrees. Hamilton Ogles 9 degrees. Sissaga 10 degrees. Darrata 10 degrees. Banton 15 degrees. Oval 60 degrees. Scarborough 30 degrees. Newmarket Orange Hall 16 degrees. Hooksville 60 degrees. Oshawa 11 degrees. Peterborough 16 degrees. Coburg 9 degrees. Bravo 60 degrees. Boyerton is going to be 10 degrees. Hanama is going to get some 12 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is Olala. It's going to be 14 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 7 a.m. So, oh, that's too far. So let's look at air temperature 2 degrees and 2 degrees and white. Town Collingwood 5 degrees. Line said it's going to be 1 degrees. Hope it's going to be 2 degrees. Boyerton 3 degrees. Hanama is going to be 2 degrees. Palm Beach 3 degrees. Solid Beach 2 degrees. Thunder Beach 1 degree. So Georgia 4 degrees. Babylon is 3 degrees. So 4 degrees, 3 degrees. 4 degrees succeeds. Addison Beverly Hills is ready. 3 degrees on the left, 3 degrees. Everywhere now, plus 5 degrees. Hamilton, Oakville, 5 degrees. Sissaga, 5 degrees. Brampton, 4 degrees. Soulful, 4 degrees. Scarborough, 4 degrees. Downtown, 4 degrees. Newmarket, 4 degrees. Orange, 1 degrees. Uxbridge, 3 degrees. Oshawa, 4 degrees. Peterborough, 3 degrees. Coburg, 4 degrees. Balboa, 4 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. So 20 degrees in Whitetown, Collingwood 70 degrees. So line said over is going to get some 16 degrees. Boyards in 17 degrees, 18 degrees. Hanover is gonna get some 20 degrees. Georgina 11 degrees. Alala is gonna get some 15 degrees. Maddie going to get some 16 degrees. Beverly ISO is gonna get some 17 degrees. 15 degrees. Everywhere, Snag on the lake, 11 degrees, Snag Fossil is 18 degrees, Hamilton Ocals 8 degrees, Oakland again 8 degrees, Sissaga 10 degrees, 9 degrees, Downtown to 10 degrees, Sissaga 10 degrees, Mountain to 15 degrees, Oval 15 degrees, Cobra 12.5 degrees, Downtown to 10 degrees, Newmarket Orangewood 17 degrees, Uxbridge 15 degrees, Oshawa 12 degrees, Peterborough 16 degrees, Colbert 8 degrees, Belleville 15 degrees. Let's go to the next tower, which is let's go to the next tower. It's 8 a.m. Whiteton 11 degrees, Royals in 10 degrees, Hanoi is gonna be 11 degrees, Collingwood 7 degrees, Palm Beach 8 degrees, Thunder Beach 8 degrees. So Thunder Beach, that's the wrong city. So that's Alabama. So Thunder Beach is gonna get some 6 degrees. So Georgia is gonna get some 7 degrees. Beverly Hills is gonna get some 8 degrees. Maddie's gonna get some 7 degrees. Honolulu is gonna get some 8 degrees. So everyone rank falls 10. 8 degrees in Argonne, Lake Nark, Fossil 11 degrees, Hamilton, Ogle 6 degrees, Mississauga 6 degrees, Brampton 8 degrees, Tofu 7 degrees, 6.5 in Scarborough, Downtown Toronto 6 degrees, Newmarket, Orangeville 8 degrees, Hooksville 8 degrees, Oshawa 8 degrees, Peterborough 7 degrees, Cobourg 7 degrees, Balboa 8 degrees. So line said Obey is going to get some 6 degrees, 7 degrees. Actually 6.5 degrees in line said Obey. So let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. So everywhere in Niagara Falls, 16 degrees, Niagara on the Lake, 14 degrees, Niagara Falls City, 20 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville, 7 degrees, Mississauga, 9 degrees, Brampton, 12 degrees, Downtown, 9 degrees, Scarborough, it's going to be 11 degrees, Toffel, 13 degrees, Newmarket, Orangeville, 14 degrees, Hooksville, 14 degrees, Oshawa, 13 degrees, Peterborough, 13 degrees, Colbert, 10 degrees, Babel, 12 degrees, Georgia, 11 degrees, Babylon, 16 degrees, 14 degrees. Paris gonna be 15 degrees. Alala is gonna get some 14 degrees. Wharton 22 degrees. Collingwood 15 degrees. Palm Beach gonna be 14 degrees. Salaby is gonna be 12 degrees. Thunderbee is gonna get some 11 degrees. Lionshead Obi is gonna get some. Lionshead Obi is gonna get some 13 to 12 degrees. Boylston 20 degrees. Hanover is gonna get some 20 degrees. 21. So 21 degrees in Hanover. That's wrong. So Hanover is going to be 21.5 degrees. 4,000 20 degrees. Let's go to the next tower. There is no next tower. So this is the end of the video.